Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Tricia and I love sharing everything home decor. Room transformations, furniture flips, decorating ideas, DIY decor, and shopping and thrifting videos. In today's video, I'm taking you along on another thrifting adventure. I stop at a thrift store every opportunity I get, and every time I go, I get a couple things. So I'm going to share my thrift finds for the last 6, maybe 8 weeks. So let's get into the video. I am so excited to share with you guys my thrift haul.
Some of you have been asking what thrift store I go to. It's called American Thrift Store. There are 2 locations here in South Florida. And guys, look at how big this place is. That top floor is all furniture. The bottom floor are all the clothing and home goods. Every day there's 50% off certain colors, sometimes 2 colors, 3 colors. There are about 5 or 6 color tags in total. When you enter this main area, this is the men's and children's clothing and things like toys and sporting goods. I usually head to the back area. It's twice the size and it's where all the women's clothing and home goods are. I like stopping at this little nook. There are always interesting items here, like this little frame with the carolers. I thought was so adorable. I contemplated it for a while, but at $15, I thought it was a little bit too much. Anyway, I forgot to grab a cart, so let me get a cart and let's head right in. This is the bigger area. As you can see, there are racks and racks of clothing. They're all color coordinated, and the top of those racks are stacked with home goods. I like starting on this back wall. I have good luck finding things here, so I start at the back here and then I work my way toward the front. I thought this little pot was quite interesting. I wasn't sure what it was. Suspected it could be Japanese, but I don't know if I am influenced by this little guy here. I did put it in my cart to look it up. I discovered that it was made in England and it dates back to the 1920s. I did put it back though. I saw this little pile on the ground, so I thought I'll just rummage through it very quickly. The colors in this piece of art caught my eye. I am not sure what this is called, if it's needlepoint or what this type of art is called, but it's really gorgeous. If I had the right space for this, I would definitely grab it. It was $19. Look at this little horse carousel. It was so adorable. The music worked and it went back and forth very slowly. I just love the colors on it. I thought that the brass on the bottom with the wood was so unique, but $35, guys. Is it just me or thrift store prices are going up and up? Then I saw another one and I thought, wow, what are the chances of seeing 2 of these on the same day? I also love the brass feet on this one. And then I saw another one. So clearly someone had donated their entire horse carousel collection. I just kept seeing more and more of them. The smaller ones were like $25. I did find them a bit pricey, but they were certainly adorable. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Now, ain't that the truth? This little bird was so special, but he was broken at the tip there. I would have considered this, but he was broken. I love the colors on him. This plate was a regret. I really like the colors and the pattern on it. I don't know why I didn't get it at $10. It would have been worth it. I liked the shape and the colors. You guys are gonna get a kick out of this. I found this brass set of tools. It was laying on top of the shelf. I took it down, I put it on the ground because I was so vested in figuring out what these tools were. I loved it. I loved the brass, the patina. I thought this was so beautiful, but I just did not know what it was. Now, disclaimer, I grew up in the Caribbean and I now live in South Florida, so I think I have an excuse. But I spent at least 8 to 10 minutes trying to figure out what this was. I was thinking maybe the brush is to scoop up a little bit of dust on the outside. I thought the little claws is maybe to like pick up litter around the yard. I really wanted to buy it. I thought it was so nice, but I just did not know what it was. About 4 or 5 days later, I was looking at something. I think I saw a photo and someone had a set of these next to their fireplace, and then the light bulb went on. The selection of dinnerware is always so extensive at these stores. When I look back at these clips, it's always like watching it for the first time. I see so many things I either didn't pay attention to or just left behind. This little milk glass bowl at $2.99 was so worth it. I have no idea why I left it behind. It would have been so useful to have. This is a vintage Fenton bowl, I believe. Priced at $30, and there were chips all around the top. I don't understand that one. But this one was my biggest regret. Look at how beautiful this jug is. All the details. I love this. I know I contemplated this for a while. It may have been the price that turned me off. But looking back, I should have taken it. I did go back a few days later to look for it, but it was gone.
So let's get right into it. These are, and I have others that I picked up over the last 6 or 8 weeks, but I wanted to share these with you guys. I've been looking for these older style books, these greens in particular, because this green is going to be my color for my Christmas decor. I've been on the lookout for a couple of these, but a couple of these are from all the way back to 1902. But this one, I was so excited to share this with you guys. This is called the Queen Mother. The Queen Mother, the official biography. I don't know if you guys can see that there. This is from 2009, so it's not that old. Quite a treasure to have. And I think that this is gonna escalate in value as time goes by, but it's a great book. I love the color, the black, and of course the gold print on there. These are really nice for shelf styling here and there. And if you're new here, just so you know, I don't buy the resale. I only pick up items that I'm going to use for my own home. I know it's a lot of items, but I don't use everything all at the same time. I tend to change up my decor pretty often. I definitely do each season, but sometimes in between I'll switch out something here and there if I get tired of it. So the next item is this Wedgwood platter made in England. This is about 11 or 12 inches long, and I really love the embossed detail around the edge. This was listed at $12.99, but it was 50% of that color tag for the day, so I paid $6.50, and I thought it was a good find. I think this would be great for the holidays. You can never have enough serving platters. Speaking of serving platters, I got this, I think it's like a chip and dip. It did come with this little bowl for right here. This is actually beech wood. It does have like a white wash on it, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it that way or if I'm gonna just sand it off and stain it natural. I paid $4.99 for this, and I thought it was also a great find, and this is going to be very convenient going into the holidays. So you guys know I love wooden items, and I always look for great quality cutting boards or wooden bowls, that type of thing. Now, if you would remember, I don't know which video, but one of my thrifting videos, I found this dance charcuterie board. I did sand it down and it came out so beautiful. A lot of you loved it, but guess what happened? I found another one. So the identical one, this one was $6.99. It does have quite a bit of scratches on it, so I'm going to do the same thing, sand it down and just use some oil on it. But I found not only another identical one, but two others. So I found this one, which was $5.99. So this one was $6.99. This one was $5.99. They both did Dansk, the same. So this one is a little bit smaller, but these are teak boards, and They're a bit scratched up, but that's easy to do just by sanding it down. Not only that, I found another one, which is like this shape. This one is pretty scratched up, but again, that's easy to get off. This small one was only $1.99. So I have the piece from the last one and then these 3 others. So I haven't worked on these yet. They just cleaned up, but they're not, I haven't worked on them yet. So I'm gonna sand these and refinish them, and I don't think I'm gonna pick up any more, hopefully. So I'm going to show you guys the rest of the wooden items. Of course, there are more because I do like picking up wooden items. Next is this little candle stand. Very simple. I like the simplicity of it. I thought this was pretty cool. It's stained in a very dark color, and I might just keep it this way. But I like having small items, medium items, just to kind of mix in when you're doing a vignette of items. So I think this is going to come in really handy. This was $1.99. The next item is this serving tray. I guess it's for snacks, like dried snacks. It is wooden, so it's a lighter stained wood, and around the underneath is a darker stain. This is actually a Pottery Barn item. So I paid $7.99 for this, and I want to believe it was 50% off because this had a blue tag, and I remember at that time the blue tags were 50% off, so I want to believe I only paid $4 for this. It's pretty scratched up, but I have every intention of sanding this back and refinishing it, maybe even changing up the colors, maybe go with a plain black on the bottom rather than a darker stain. Next is this bowl, which is very similar to the 2 bowls, the nesting bowls that I picked up some time ago. This was $5.99. These hardwood bowls are quality items. This can be sanded back and refinished, so I could either lighten this up or leave it dark. It's really, really beautiful. Okay, the next item is this little box. This is just an empty wooden box with a lid. A regular box, it has no finish on it at all. It does have a bit of this goo left on it from the tape, even though I scrubbed it a bit. But of course, I am going to either refinish this in the natural wood or I'm going to do something totally different with it. It was $4.99. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you guys what I do with this box in a later video. This item I got at the Goodwill. Everything else that I've showed you guys, I got at my local thrift store. I don't get many things at the Goodwill. I don't know for some reason if it's this area, but the shelves with home decor is just usually just a few shelves. And there's not a lot of things on there, so when you find something, you want to just take it because... Anyway, I found this, which was double boxes with lids, and this is actually Crate and Barrel. I paid $8, and it's actually nesting boxes, so there are 2 of them. And this is what it looks like up close, and they're quite large boxes. And again, you can never go wrong with these little boxes because storage is always something that I need, and I always like putting things away so it doesn't look, you know, see little things everywhere. Now you guys know I love good wooden items, but I also love good brass. I think I showed you guys in my last couple decorating videos, so you were able to see all the brass that I picked up, but I do have some copper items. I got this little pot kettle. Not sure what it is, but isn't this darling? It is actually copper with brass and wood. That's unique. I love the juxtaposition of the 3 elements together. This is actually a little bit shinier than I got it. I clean everything once it comes in, but I think I cleaned this one up a little bit too much, so it got a bit shiny, but it was a lot more patinaed before, and I think this is really cute to decorate with. This was a bit more than I would normally pay. This was $14.99, but I really like the combination of the copper with the brass and having the wooden handle. I also got this little pot here. Now this one is really heavy. This one is really cute. I don't have the price right away, but I will put it on the screen. The next item is this little lamp. It did not come with a shade. I think it was $2.99, but I did like the brassy aged look to it, so I have been looking for a shade to fit it. The only problem I had is every time I went to the thrift store, of course I don't have this with me, so I couldn't put it on to see if it will work or not. So I'm gonna show you guys what I did. I picked this one up at first. I thought that this would be perfect. This was $1.99 and I think it was half price. It just had a white label, so I might have paid $1 for this. And I think, I'm not sure, but you guys can tell me, I think it might be a little bit too long, or maybe it's just right. I'm not really sure. I can't tell. I don't really like the red color, but I can always just paint the fabric and make it into something else. But you guys think that this looks right? Because I'm not sure. Then I saw another set, but it wasn't one, it was two. These two. And I figured it was a little bit shorter, not as long as that one, and it came in a set of two, so I had to get both. This here got ripped because they stuck it with tape, and once I pulled the tape off, this came off. I don't need two, but I mean, I figured I can paint one and keep one this color, and then I can interchange them. But let me show you guys how this one looked. So I did use this to stage my desk makeover last week. So I'm not sure if this is too short because this is showing, or if it should be long to cover that part of it. Which one do you guys think looks better? One or two? Let me know. The next item is this vintage mirror. I thought this was so beautiful. I love all the detail on the actual frame. It's not metal or anything, but I just love all the detail, and I like the size of it. I thought it was so cute. This was $6.99, and what was interesting, it has the hooks on the back to hang it, but the fact that they put this like this, meaning that I can hang it this way, I thought it was really, really interesting to be able to hang it like this. It could also be used as a little tray to put some simple decor on it. I think there's so many things you can do with that mirror. The next item is this green vase. I'm not a reseller, so I don't buy things to flip or to sell, but I always do a quick scan, like I would look on eBay, and so just to see what the item is selling for, to know what I'm paying is a good price or not. Now I paid 99 cents for this. They don't sell for very much more than that, although I think that they should. The minute I saw this, I was taken right back to my childhood. My mom had like a little china cabinet with all her fancy glasses and dinnerware and so, and she had this, not in this color but in clear. There was like a juice jug, I remember, and a bunch of glasses that were exactly like this. So when I saw it, it was kind of nostalgic because I instantly remembered her having this. Every time I look at it, I remember that cabinet with those items in it. So once I got this, I would say about a week later, I was back at, I don't know if it was the same location or the other. Now my local thrift store that I get most of my things at, there are only two locations here in South Florida, so I go one or the other. So I think I got this in one, and then I was at the other one, and then I saw this one. So this is a deeper or brighter green than this one. This one is a little bit more of a sagey type green, and this one is more like a Christmas green. But isn't this absolutely beautiful? I thought this was so gorgeous. I don't get much things at Goodwill. I go to Goodwill, like I said, and there's a few shelves of some home decor, and you can get something here and there. But last week I was at a Goodwill and I saw about 4 or 5 of these. Well, more like this, but a little bit bigger in this color. And I was so tempted to just buy them all because I just thought it was so pretty. But they don't have a lot of resale value, so they're not very valuable items. It is vintage. It's like a crinkled glass textured pattern. And like I said, this green is my color for my Christmas decor. This alone on my dining table with some flowers or something in it, I think it's gonna look so pretty. Absolutely love, 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 love these. The brand is E.O. Brody, Cleveland. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you guys the rest of the vases that I got. This is a Disney Mickey shaped vase. This is an official Disney product. It is marked Disney on the bottom. so it is shaped like Mickey Mouse. These are selling online right now for about $35 plus shipping. I paid $10 for it, so it is a little bit on the expensive side, but this Disney Mickey crystal vase is a really beautiful find. Here's another vase. This is a very slim, this is about 12 inches tall, a very slim, sort of like a bud vase. This is from Lennox, made in USA. It's pretty cute. I love all the little details on it. The next item is this Neiman vase. It's a porcelain vase made in Israel. It is vintage. It is from the 1970s. I paid $5 for this. And I love the leaf motif on the front and the back. I thought this was really pretty, and of course it's white. And I know I have a lot of vases, but I like different shapes and different sizes because you never know what you need when you're putting things together. This is a very simple modern candle stand. This is actually a CB2 item. I think this was half price that day. I don't know if I paid the $9.99 or if I paid half of that, but it's a CB2 candle stand, very simple. It does have very tiny little marks on it, but nothing significant. It's a sort of a sandy color, so it's not really white, but it is a sort of a sandy color. Oh boy, the sun went down. The lighting is changing in here. I also picked up this little vintage scale. It was 99 cents. I saw it at first and it caught my eye, and then I left it and I ran into a few others as I kept going around the store, and I was like, oh, 99 cents, let me just get it. It only weighs up to 16 ounces, but it's definitely has some age to it. And I do have a digital scale in my kitchen, but I picked this up just for the novelty of it. Okay, so I have two more items, and they're actually my two favorite items of this entire haul. The first one is this little alabaster trinket box. This is super gorgeous. It does inscribe that it is genuine alabaster underneath, and it definitely has some age. I'm not sure how old this is. It was made in Italy, hand carved in Italy. I paid $5.99, and it does have some gold trimming. It is in great shape, no chips, nothing. A little bit dull on the top, a little bit shiny around here. But I love that. It does show that it has some age. It hasn't been used very much on the inside. It's really not scratched up or anything, but this is adorable. Don't you guys think so? And while we're talking about alabaster, I don't think that this is, but look at how gorgeous this is. This is a little, almost like a bud vase as well. This has no markings on it. It is $12.99. It's super heavy. So I don't think this is alabaster. I think this might be marble or something along those lines. It is weighing a ton, but this is super gorgeous. Look at that. So you can put a couple, twigs or branches in there, or just by itself. I love the shape. Like I say, I always look for things that have different shapes, different heights, so that they can go with other things. It's a little bit of a darker color than this one here, but they're both so beautiful. I kept this for last because I thought this was so exciting. And that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and this thrift haul. It was a lot of items, but like I said, I accumulated over several visits to the thrift store. Let me know in the comments which items were your favorite. I would love to hear what you guys thought. Sometimes I think something is not so interesting to someone and it's interesting to everyone. I love hearing from you guys. And if you're not subscribed already, I hope you consider subscribing. I have some exciting videos coming up, room makeovers and furniture flips. And of course, I'm always thrifting, so lots of thrifting videos coming up. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends and family, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.